Tape's been stretched across the track. Starter on the rostrum. Taking probably just the one more turn. Looks like the longest day is going to be prominent. Also, Kilmore Rock. Quite a few watches being checked down there. Taking a turn. Making their way towards the starter. The flag is in the air. It's not anymore. It's down. The tape is back and they're away and racing. Fairlawn Skipper was a bit broadside to proceedings as the race got underway in the Free Tips Daily on attheraces.com. A handicap hurdle over the 3 miles. In all, 12 flights of hurdles to jump. There's a bit of a bun fight on for the lead here. Kilmore Rock and Hostile Atelier have both gone on. Galata Bridge and also the longest day. So a leading quartet and a bit of a gap to the other 3 who want nothing to do with that in the early stages. Belvedere Blast, the orange colours, Do No Wrong, and Fairlawn Skipper as they come to the first flight, and they're all safely over at first of 12. So it's Kilmore Rock, 12 stone 2 to carry. So in second position, Hostile Atelier has been racking up the mileage. Victory Newton Abbott not so long ago, up here to Newcastle today. Then in third spot, the longest day. He's got a very, very light weight on his back. There in third. Sophie Leach or Rasheen Leach taking off the £7, meaning this one will be running around like it's almost got nothing aboard. Then after that, Galata Bridge, who won the best turned out, and then Belvedere Blast in the orange colours, and then a bit of a gap to Do No Wrong as they come to the next, and then Fairlawn Skipper ballooned that somewhat at the rear of the field. Shane Fenlon aboard that one, looking for a double, as indeed is Charlie Maggs, who rides Belvedere Blast. So they're making their way towards the end of the back straight. Oh, we've got a saddle slippage there. And, well, we're down 1 as they make their way around the turn. It's the longest day. The longest day. It said he had a light weight on his back. And, well, he's got even less to carry now. Yeah, the saddle slipped there. And Rasheen Leach was out the side door on the flat. So hard luck for connections there as they make the turn. It's Kilmore Rock that leads them. Eventful stuff. To Hostile Atelier, who's racing in second. Belvedere Blast in third. Loose Horse has just run round that flight, which is helpful as they take that. It'll be the third last in a circuit's time. As Kilmore Rock, noticeable that the pace has just been slowed a little bit as well. They were quite keen to contest the lead in the early part of this race, and we're definitely down to a more sedate gallop as they take the next and head quickly on towards what will be the final flight in a circuit's time. Kilmore Rock, Belvedere Blast, Hostile Atelier, Galata Bridge, Do No Wrong, and Fairlawn Skipper. And the riderless, the longest day, is running loose. But that saddle is right down the side of the horse, and hopefully he can be caught before going out and completing another circuit. But does appear to have eyed where the runoff might be here. But back to those that remain. Kilmore Rock it is that leads, and the riderless, the longest day, is back to join them. 2 in second position, Hostile Atelier, and Belvedere Blast in third, followed then by Galata Bridge and Do No Wrong, and still at the rear of the field, Fairlawn Skipper. So they're making their way down the side of the track, drop down to 28 miles an hour, and it's Kilmore Rock with that big weight to shoulder, to Hostile Atelier in second, Belvedere Blast towards the outer. And they're followed in fourth position by Galata Bridge, who won the best turned out for Charlie Hammond, and the training combination of Dr. Richard Newland and Jamie Insole, and Do No Wrong and Fairlawn Skipper. Not only Shane Fenlon looking for a double, of course, but trainer Mickey Bowen, and they're going to try and win this race like they won their contest earlier on, stalking and pouncing as they come towards their point of departure. And we've got a new leader. Galata Bridge has gone on. So it's Galata Bridge, Charlie Hammond, to Kilmore Rock, who's led for the lion's share of this race, but Nathan Mosscrop happy now just to edge back into second. Belvedere Blast in third, followed then by Hostile Hotelier, and then Do No Wrong. And still at the rear of the field is Fairlawn Skipper as they come to the first of the 3 flights of hurdles over on the far side of the track. Loose Horse going wide. Galata Bridge jumped that well. Kilmore Rock in second. Belvedere Blast, the orange jacket, just being driven along for a stride or two after that flight. Then the blue and yellow of Hostile Hotelier. Then Do No Wrong and Fairlawn Skipper as they take that one. Not a very good leap this time from Kilmore Rock. And that one is now just being nudged along by Nathan Mosscrop. Hostile Hotelier moves into second position. Then on the outside, Belvedere Blast, followed then by Do No Wrong, and Fairlawn Skipper is at the back of the field. But once again, Shane Fenlon seems very happy to be there. So they're heading on down towards the next. Galata Bridge, the leader, to in second position Hostile Hotelier. Belvedere Blast is now being driven along by double seeking Charlie Maggs. But Galata Bridge landed running there. It was a terrific leap. Goes on by 5 or 6 lengths to Hostile Hotelier in second. Then in third position Belvedere Blast, now moving into fourth Do No Wrong. The weight appearing to tell aboard Kilmore Rock, and Fairlawn Skipper is just tiptoeing into this as they begin to make the turn out of the back straight. 3 more flights of hurdles left to jump, and it's Galata Bridge who's leading them, still by about 3 lengths, possibly a little bit more. The Hostile Hotelier, the blue and yellow colours in second. Belvedere Blast has been off the bridle for a while, moving nice into third. Do No Wrong. Fairlawn Skipper, the red and yellow colours, now moves into fourth position and could definitely be getting closer in the closing stages. Down towards the third last flight now, and it's Galata Bridge, red cap the leader. Didn't jump that particularly convincingly. Hostile Hotelier in second. Do No Wrong in third. Fairlawn Skipper still in fourth position as they come towards the second last now. Galata Bridge again jumped it poorly. Do No Wrong has jumped it much better and now goes on in the hands of William Maggs. So Hostile Hotelier in second. Fairlawn Skipper is now just beginning to flag a bit as they come towards the final flight of hurdles, and over it well. Do No Wrong by 3 or 4 lengths quickly into a good advantage over Hostile Hotelier, who's trying to find a little bit more. Do No Wrong. Hostile Hotelier is just gaining a little bit inside the final half furlong, but racing up towards the line. It's Do No Wrong who wins in the end pretty convincingly. Hostile Hotelier finished in second. Fairlawn Skipper was third. Fourth or so, Galata Bridge.